Okay, hello, hi, good evening, everyone. So this is question number 1748 of LeetCode, sum of unique elements. So this is an easy level problem. Here in the series, we'll be solving questions of LeetCode, not in a certain order. Any random question I'll pick and solve it until or unless you guys told me to tell any specific problem. You can also tell it to me in the comment section, and if any question you would like me to explain it to you in my way. However, everything is available uh, nowadays on ChatGPT, or you can fetch the solution from anywhere. But if you guys want an explanation of a problem that you guys feel that I should explain it my way, if you like my teaching, so do let me know and I'll solve it for you. And would break down the question in chunks. Okay, so now without wasting time, let's get started. I'm doing this series to for myself to remain consistent throughout, and also alongside teach you guys. If it could benefit others, then that's also good, right? So this is an easy level problem for those of you who are beginners and have basic knowledge, and even if you are new to LeetCode, you could find it easy. But many of you who might have not done certain specific kind of questions, or have not started using LeetCode, and are at a very basic stage. There are stages of basics too, so you might find difficult, or might not be able to solve it using an optimized way. So here I'm using the concept of unordered map. Okay. uh, for those of you who don't know, unordered map could solve it using brute force approach too, but that would take more time complexity, and I don't find it very optimized, and uh, it will not pass the test cases of LeetCode as well. So it's a very easy problem. I think I don't need to solve it using the brute force approach, because it's not worth it, and it's very easy, to be honest, using unordered map. For those who don't know unordered map, so you'll get to know. So okay, first let me explain the question to you. So here, don't go on the question name, that sum of unique elements, because if I need to calculate the sum of unique elements, then it will take, for example, the array is 1 2 3 2, so then it will take the sum of 1 plus 2 plus 3, so it would return 6, right? But here the sum is 4, because here read the bolded line. So here it says that the unique elements of an array are the element that appear exactly once. So from the context, take out the meaning. Okay, so as per the context, the meaning of unique element means the element that appear exactly once, means the frequency of the element should be 1. Okay, so here the element that have duplicacy is 2. Okay, so the unique elements are 1 and 3, right? So here we are calculating the sum of only the elements that have the frequency 1. Okay, so let's solve it. For example, if the other example is this, where all the elements are 1, so since no element has a frequency of 1, and there's no unique element as per the question, so the answer is 0. Okay, so we'll solve it using an ordered map. So for those of you who don't know an ordered map, this is the syntax of initializing it. It is a pair-wise data type. Okay, I'm declaring it. If you guys even want me to explain a certain concept, for example, there is an ordered map, an ordered set, or anything specific, like strings, and it's detailed review. It's my very first video, and you won't get to listen to these you know I'll be very precise to the question, but it's my first video, that's why I'm letting you know that if you guys want me to explain any specific topic, then do let me know. For example, any of the functions related to map. I'm just giving an example, like there is erase to erase the element, there is insert in sat to insert the element, there is count to check if an element is present or not. Okay, so if you want to know every detail, because this is something that is not actually taught in DSA classes, right? That you figure out on your own. Okay, I'm also figuring it out on my own, so that's why I'm also a student. Okay, so let's get started. Here, this is the syntax for those of you who don't know. Okay, now we'll insert the elements one by one. So from the vector, okay, so what I have done here is I'm explaining it from the very basic. Okay, uh, if if I get to know that most of you know these concepts, then I won't be explaining it in the next video, and otherwise I'll be doing it. So here what we do is it follows the key value pair, kind like you guys would have studied dictionary, right? So it doesn't follow indexing, it follows the, from a key you can fetch another element. For example, it's not necessarily that both the uh, pair need to have the same data type. For example, here it's integer integer. It could be character integer, integer character, character character, string character, string string, could be anything, right? Okay, so here what it's doing is the very first index it will take, and then it will increment the alongside the other pair by 1. Okay, for example, if I'm inserting 1 and the other means this, okay, the pair as it is a pairwise data type, so it will increment the frequency by 1. Okay, if it encounters 1 again, then it will increment the frequency by 2. Okay, so I hope that you can visualize that. Okay, if not, then I'll explain it further. Now as we have inserted all the elements, now we'll uh, iterate. Okay, so here I'm using the for each loop. We use for each loop because we can't use indexing, as I told you. Here we need to access it character by character. So P would represent here the entire pairwise. Okay, so I need to fetch, if I need to fetch any one out of the two, because there are two, right? So I'll use p dot first and p dot second. Okay, p dot first would give the key, and p dot second, for your understanding, I'm using key and value. P dot first would give the key, and the p dot second would use value. Okay, so here the condition that I'm checking here is that the frequency is need supposed to be 1, is equal to 1. There's only one condition, not greater than equal to, not less than equal to, it should be equal to 1. Okay, so here what I'll do is I need to write p dot second, because at second place there is frequency, at first place there is the element. Okay, so p dot second should be equal to 1. If it's equal to 1, so now here I'm declaring another uh, variable, which is sum. Okay, I'll set it to 0. So then sum plus equal to p dot first. Okay, I'll increment it with the element. Okay, and then at last we'll return the sum. I hope you could understand that. Okay, so this was about it. I hope you could understand it further. I'll be explaining further concepts in the next video, and we'll begin with the with another question. It could be any random question from LeetCode until you guys let me know any specific question, and then I'll be following that order. Okay, whichever question that I feel uh, would be beneficial for the most of the audience of mine, I'll be solving that. Okay, I have no issue in uploading, you know, more than one video uh, in a day. I have no issue regarding that. Uh, I'll do as much as I could do uh, as per my caliber uh, to fulfill your wishes. And okay, so this was about the video, and I'll get back to you with the next uh, question. Okay, until then, take care, stay safe, and yeah, stay consistent. That's very important. Thank you.